My educational journey began when I was 6 years old. I was homeschooled and I absolutely loved it. But as I started getting older and started making more and more friends, I realized that not everybody was homeschooled. And I wanted to try public school things like be asked to prom and go to a football game. So after going back and forth with my mom for about a year, she finally decided to let me go to a public high school. And on my first day of my freshman year, I was so excited. I couldn't believe that I was riding the bus and that my teacher was right there and I was surrounded with other classmates my age. And soon, I got a boyfriend. And that was even better. Soon it turned from wondering if I was going to be asked to prom and worrying about if I was going to miss the football game on Friday, to worrying about an abusive relationship and fighting for my education. The abuse started out small, and it was verbal and psychological, and then it led to multiple instances of and I didn't know what to do anymore. I missed 60 plus days of school from the harassment I encountered from my peer mates. And I didn't want to go to school anymore. Soon I was called into my counselor's office, and they sat me down and said, "We're calling your mom. We need to talk." And I was scared and didn't know what was going to happen. They looked me and my mom in the eye and said, "Lauren is no longer graduating with the class of 2020 any longer." "What do you mean? I want to be a nurse. I have to be a nurse. That is my dream." They gave me two options to graduate. They said I could either go to an expensive night school that costs hundreds of dollars a semester, or I could go to an alternative school that didn't have transportation and was only at nighttime. Those weren't an option for me. So I said, "What can I do?" And my high school admins looked me in the eye and said, "Well, I guess you're gonna have to start looking into careers at Walmart instead." My heart shattered. My dreams went up in flames and I didn't know what I was gonna do anymore. I had completely given up on myself. But the two people who never gave up on me were my high school counselor and my mom. They told me, "You can't give up. You can keep pushing. You can still succeed." And I didn't know what they meant, but they told me, "You can still graduate." And they taught me about the GED, the General Education Diploma. I didn't even know it was a thing. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt so much hate and resentment from everything that I had been through. But instead of lashing that out on other people, and even lashing it out on myself, I focused that negative energy into my education. And I focused it into completing my goals and completing my dreams. So, after a 6-month mental health break and going ahead and getting better, I studied for the GED. And I passed it. I was 16 years old when that happened, and the same day that I passed, I enrolled in Central New Mexico Community College.
And today, I am the Vice President of CNM's Honor Society, Phi Theta Kappa, and am a certified nursing technician. But while I may be successful today, it doesn't turn out that way for a lot of people. Over 1.2 million Americans drop out of high school a year. That is 7,000 students a day. And on a local level, it's still bad because 1/3 of our New Mexican high school students don't graduate. But we don't have to let it be that way. There are alternate paths to success. You do not have to drop your dreams just because someone tells you you can't do it. If I can do it, then anyone can do it. So who's going to be next?